Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak 2, our last episode. With time having passed between Act 3's conclusion, with our group having to relive the 3 days they looped through yet again, the finale, What Comes Around Goes Around, began, with a sweep of Arkride Solutions staff on the day of the Aramis Academy Festival. Having talked to most of them, we now chat with Swin, Nadia and Agnès. Permeow? Oh no, what's going on between Etoile? Meow? Meow! And Tiger. Oh no, Etoile turns tail. Oh, Tiger's been rejected again. For the Kittens matchmaking. Guess things are going pretty well, huh? It's love! Or friendship. Could be either or. We don't know. We just don't know. But I choose to believe that the cats have found a connection. Anyway, let's not go into the bathroom. Let's go in here. Huh? Hey, what gives? Why haven't you changed into your uniform? I'm still mulling it over. Mulling what over? About whether I should wear my Aramis Academy uniform today. Why wouldn't you wear your school uniform to school? Because I could wear a rival school's uniform. Then I'd tell everyone at the end of the festival. Wahaha! Surprise! We were spies all along and we're here to take over Aramis! We'd have a tearful, heart-rending final duel with Aggie, Ren, and the rest of the student council. And then after Albert tragically falls in battle... Yes, Albert's dead. We'd come to our senses, and the fighting stops, restoring peace to the academy once again. Then me and S fly off into the sunset. The end. Okay, now I just feel bad for poor Albert. Nadia's antics aside, the truth is we were thinking about how this is the last time we're going to be wearing these uniforms. Alright, I guess this was the first time you got to experience a proper school life. You know, you could stick around till graduation if you wanted. I doubt the school would mind. Just stay enrolled and then come back after you get everything with Lapis taken care of. If you want to keep this on the down low, I don't mind coming along to help search for your old leader. Man. Oh, I see how it is. Not ready to see your little chicks leave the nest, Mr. Mama Hen. Yeah, nah. I've got more than enough trouble making kids running around to keep me company. Well, we appreciate your offer, but we really can't stay in Edith any longer. It's not that we don't like it here, but how do I put this? Let's just say we aren't the type to settle down in one place for a long time. School was pretty fun and all, but staying all the way through graduation? Oof, hard pass. Normally this would be the part where I'd scold you for dropping out, but I don't have much room to talk. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you and Elaine attended Aramis. Oh, you ought to wear your old Aramis uniform to the festival. I'd kill to see that. I know, I'll call Elaine over and you can both change into him. Yeah, not happening. Ain't no way I'm putting on a high school uniform. And it'll be a cold day in Gehenna before Elaine agrees to that. She'd be way too embarrassed. Oh, but she's no stranger to embarrassing things. What's with that cringy beauty blade title? Please don't ever say that when she's in earshot, or you may not be long for this world. Well, we're going to be busy with the festival today anyway, so you're off the hook for now. Mean I'm off the hook for good. Little did Van realize the fated moment when we donned his old uniform would one day come to pass, or when he... Hey, cut it out with the narration. Would he fit in it? Anyway, these next 3 days will be the last ones of our high school life. Preparing for this festival was a total snooze cruise at first, but we ended up having a ton of fun. We'll be doing more work for the council today, even though we're not exactly official members. Yeah, roping people into doing grunts work always been one of the student council's specialties. Guess some things never change. If I'm being entirely honest, I didn't think I'd get as much out of school as I did. The moment the garden master appeared, I braced myself for the worst. I felt like no matter how things shook out, our peaceful days would come crashing to an end. Sorry to hear that, guys. Don't be sorry, because everything works out in the end, and we were able to enjoy our time at Aramis. To us, that's like a dream come true. And we have you and everyone else to thank for that, Van. It feels a little weird to keep saying it, but thank you from the bottom of my heart. We already thanked Aggie and the rest, so now we can leave Edith behind with no regrets. Gotcha. We're gonna miss you, but yeah. Actually, I think I'll save the goodbyes for after the festival. Sounds good. We still have 3 more days together, so let's make the most of them. Don't be too sad, Van. We'll totally come back to visit you. Or maybe we won't. Indecisive much. Maybe I'll sneak in when you least suspect it to free your fridge of its limited edition goodies. Stay away from my statue, damn sweets thief. The more things change, the more they stay the same. How dare you? Maybe I should become the assassin. Oh, that's a nice picture. I know I wasn't here for very long, but I had a lot more fun than I thought I would as a student. Everyone in our class was so nice too. They were always offering us a hand. The least I could do is make this festival a success for them, right? Can't get around this. The table's in the way. By the way, LP's still sleeping inside the Zypher. I bet she'd be super excited for the festival though. Honestly, she'd probably clear out all the food stands as soon as she got there. Then they'd all have to close down. The look on everyone's faces would be priceless. I'm glad she's not going. The food. The food. Right, which leaves us one more person to speak to in Montmart. Agnès.
Montmart is so relaxing.
Montmart is so relaxing. I've had the food here more times than I can count. You just have eggs on salad, lots of eggs, with more eggs on your toast as well. But I don't often eat so early in the morning. This is all very nice and filling. Hey, skipping meals ain't good for you. You're a grown girl, so take your time and chew slowly. Swin will probably be coming down to join us before long, though I'll bet 10,000 mirror on Nadia being late. You'll probably win that bet. She doesn't strike me as the early to rise type. By the way, Van, the advice you gave us on our festival activities was very helpful. I'm glad Ren proposed the idea of you being our advisor. Now I'm beginning to understand how all the stories of the legendary party animal came about. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. And that little moniker 8 years ago for being a mischief-making student. Speaking of 8 years ago, didn't you help put on a historical parody play called The Story of the Calvardian Revolution? I saw a recording of it recently. I laughed so hard I thought my sides were going to burst. Some of it even hit surprisingly close to home, especially after what we just went through. It's a little bittersweet thinking about it now. Yeah. A lot happened to August over the years. He became a man driven by obsessions and delusions. There was a lot we didn't know about him, and honestly, the same probably goes for Sheena and the other revolutionaries. What they were really thinking at the time and how they set about achieving their goals is something only they could know. I suppose that's true. In the end, when putting these performances together, all we can do is prepare as best we can and see them through. I think that's what's most important. That is what's most important. You, Elaine, and Mr. Kincaid all understood that back then, and the students now do too. Maybe even Dad grasped that back in his day. Wait, Dad? Are you saying Roy freaking Gramhart went to Aramis Academy? Oh, you didn't know? Yes, he graduated from there nearly 30 years ago. Mind you, that's not why I chose to go to Aramis myself, but anyway, I'm surprised. It's not often I know something you don't. And here I was thinking I had him all figured out. That man's well of secrets has no bottom. So he's only like 48-ish. Around that, right? How can he be a You know how it is. We're only allowed people who are literally circling the train. Anyway, circling back to the advice thing, all I did was offer a couple pointers during the planning phase. I heard my assistants have been chipping in some too, but I don't know all the details. I did hear the student council president has a few aces she's keeping up her sleeve. Looking forward to seeing how it all pans out, and I hope you're looking forward to reading the review I write up about it. That special performance you're part of is going to get some extra scrutiny, by the way. Please go easy on us. Although you may not have to, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the performance's quality. We haven't changed the theme or general concept since we last talked about it with you. Oh yeah, sounds like I'm going to be in for something special then. And so will my fellow alumni. Elena and Rene are going to be watching too. I'll be cheering you on while chowing down on some of the cafeteria's limited edition desserts. Why am I not surprised? Well, that reminds me. I'll be doing my rounds in the morning, but I wonder what Van's planning to do during that time. Is he going to spend time with Yume or one of the other assistants? Or maybe Elaine? Hey, why the long face? Oh, it's nothing. Sorry about that. Well, I suppose I'd better finish my breakfast quickly before Swin and Nadia come down. Hey, what did I just tell you? There's no need to rush through a meal. Alright, I've still got a little time left. Maybe I should give the truck a once over. Oh yeah, I better attach the child seat too, if you mate's coming with me. To advance the main story, select Head to Festival from the travel menu. As Divine Wing gets given a sub. Thank you very much. I wonder what Van intends to do for the festival. What are you staring at me like that for? Do I have something on my face? No, it's nothing. The new students this year also help with the festival. There are even some that volunteered to be guides today. Well, I'm glad they're so energetic about entering the school. I just hope they don't overdo it and burn themselves out too early. That's alright. As a senior, I'll help them out. Wonder if they're going to do that legendary play of old. I wonder if we'll tweak August's character at all now that we've actually met the guy. And then went,
Not this way.
So I'm still not allowed out. I just have to leave by leaving via the traveling prompt.
Not this way.
That means I can't get the paper and read about the Z1 Grand Prix. I wonder how many tenths of a second Maxime won by. Right, well, that's this little start of the day, start of the finale done. But we're heading to the festival, so that's a whole thing to do before there's even maybe a sweep to go as well. So sit back, relax, talking. Lots of it. Yeah, we can't even go anywhere else. Having finished getting ready, Agnès, Swin and Nadia settled early while Van was inspecting his truck. I mean, kissing it a lot. About an hour later, Van picked up Yume and the group headed for Aramis Academy.
I got to see it before they put on the finishing touches, but I never thought it'd look this amazing.
What's that sign supposed to say? Aramis School Festival poo? What's it supposed to say?
Those kids did all that themselves? Gotta hand it to them. That's pretty impressive.
1209, oh thank you. Actually, I think that girl from Mezzodam helped with the overall design. I heard she's enrolling here now. She even got a scholarship due to her skill in graffiti art. That doesn't surprise me. Aramis Academy was established by a famous artist and has a legacy of both traditional and innovative forms of art. They assess more than academic ability when admitting students here. That's how it's been for a long time. Of course, they still require high test scores. Still, I did not expect it to be so crowded. Guess they weren't content playing second fiddle to our class. Heck, I think they might even have us beat. I suppose Ren and Agnès' hard work has paid off then.
It's really too bad I never got to see what your school festival was like.
Oh wow, Shizuna's here. When did... Jeez, how many times does this make now? It doesn't even faze me anymore. Well, you did help out, so I figured you'd show up at some point. My vacation's just about up. So I figured I'd end it on a high note by hanging with you guys. Are you shitting me? So she's in a similar position. Well, the more the merrier, I guess. I suppose we can think of this as one last party to celebrate the end of everything that happened last month. Well, in that case, I suppose we can put off our meeting until tomorrow, Miss Mizurugi. Sounds good. I think I'll have Kurogane sit in with me for good measure. Hey, you mind not tossing around little scraps of info like that? Damn teasers. Oh, we'll have to save the chit-chat for later. I think they're about to start.
Thank you for waiting, everyone. I'd like to say a few words before we begin. My name is Ren Bright. I am Aramis Academy's current student council president, the 98th to be exact. In keeping with the ethos of Aramis Gainsborough, our school's founder, this festival has become a springtime staple here in Edith. Traditionally, the students have always had to plan and build the attractions on their own. But this year's event brings with it a few changes. For one, I am the first exchange student to be elected student council president at Aramis Academy. This year's theme is a new season together. I hope all our guests, as well as our new freshmen, will enjoy everything we have to offer. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to declare the 98th Aramis Academy Festival open!
Sounded for a second like they were shocked about the foreigner leading. It was a different kind of gasp of shock, wasn't it? Didn't sound like a positive one. Man, talk about a big family reunion. Alright, I think I'll wander around and try a few of the activities I helped advise. Oh yeah, and a lot of my acquaintances here. Maybe I'll stop and chat with them if we bump into each other. I'm getting a little whiff of something, but it's probably not a big deal. Just in case though, I might take a peek around the Alba district in Old Town when I get a second. I should try and meet up with the gang later too.
You finally arrived at the truth.
Yeesh, someone ought to pump the brakes on the mysterious subtext already. Now that's a funny coincidence.
Hey, Arkride. Been a while.
Hasn't been long enough if you ask me. But I guess it has been around a month since we last swapped info. Yeah, sorry again for everything I put you guys through. I know all that stuff didn't actually happen, but I still feel pretty bad about it. Man, you worry too much. You're just as bad as my crew. Yeah, about that. I heard from Elaine that you guys are at the Aramis School Festival. You mind doing me a solid? I needed to help her out with something. Oh yeah? With what? So you remember when we fought the True Grievance Brigade? It was during those 3 days we were working together. Of course I remember. I can count the number of joint ops between you guys as CID and my team on one hand. They're all doing time now, but before they were thrown in the slammer, they targeted Aramis Academy. Elaine's worried that some other anti-immigration faction might try and pull a similar stunt. That's why she volunteered to patrol the school grounds, and she'll be on high alert for any trouble. If she's with you, I think she'd be able to loosen up a little. Always helps to have an extra pair of eyes, you feel me? Wait a second, Jin, are you trying to wingman here? This sounds like an awfully, professional reason to wingman. Oh, so you want me to accompany her, huh? Got it. I'll see what I can do. According to Kilika, they got a full security detail around the academy. That said, the chance of a terrorist attack is pretty much zero, so you two might as well treat it like a date. Yeah. Hey, quit butting into my love life. Later. Why is he like that? Can't that guy just mind his own damn business? Oh, for the love of... Since when did today become cool? Everyone cool and Boba Van Day?
Hello there, Mr. Advisor. Are you getting ready to make your rounds?
Oh, hey, Ren. Yeah, I just split up from the rest of my group. I was planning to meet back up with him after I finished looking around the place. What's up? Need something? I do, actually. If you wouldn't mind, could you take Agnès with you? Damn it! The weak people! They're out in force today. She's taken it upon herself to play problem solver for the rest of student body instead of enjoying the festival. Oh, yep, sounds like Agnès. The festival preparations have kept her more than a little preoccupied. She's scarcely had a chance to breathe. That hasn't stopped her from taking on extra work. She's been taking time to field questions from all the new freshmen. Not to mention she's had her part-time work on top of all that. I wanted to have a little break. Might be for the best. That juggling act she's doing is a little out of control. She's only working as hard as she is because the school and Arkride Solutions mean a great deal to her. Her boss really ought to reward her for being such an exemplary assistant, don't you think? I get the picture. I'll check up on her. Not sure if me escorting her around is such a good idea, though. I mean, we'd get all sorts of weird looks. I wouldn't worry about that. As long as you pulled the I'm a Student Council alumnus card, I doubt people would bat an eye. What? If it would make you more comfortable, I can lend you an armband. Although that might make you two look even more like a couple. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I'll be over by the auditorium, so if anything comes up, you know where to find me. Bye for now. I can't believe I'm being bullied by a man bear and an ex-kitty. So what should I do? What? I can spend the time for one of them. Oh no. Now that I think about it, a grown-ass man wandering around a school festival by himself might raise a few eyebrows. I can't win! This is true. A grown-ass man wandering around a school festival alone is not a good look. A grown-ass man wandering around a school festival with a school kid is also a terrible look. Elaine is literally the only option. Oh my god. Elaine is the only option here.
Okay.
Please select a partner for the school festival. They can be swapped out later. Can I take Jin? A big bear. I'll take with me, man bear. I'm contacting Elaine because of the ramifications.
Why did Jin... He really shouldn't have called you behind my back. I am fully aware that the likelihood of another terrorist attack is low. That's why I'm fine with doing this by myself. You don't need to...
But I want to. I was planning to wander around the school grounds anyway. Since you're doing the same thing, I figured I'd keep you company. What do you say, former student council vice president?
It's hard to believe 8 years have gone by since then. We were both so busy, we never did get to take it all in together. As I recall, a certain someone once promised me that they would, and I quote, "make time to relax and wander around campus with you later." I think now may be the perfect time for that person to make good on that promise.
Damn, she got me good.
I'm only teasing. Well, shall we take a look around then? I think we'll enjoy seeing what the new students of our alma mater have come up with. Oh, and if you plan on tackling 4 SPGs in Aubert and Old Town, I'd be happy to accompany you.
Good to know. Now let's get on out there and have some fun.
Obtain Agnès, Swin, Nadia, and Ren's student council bands. You must check out 4 festival activities with either Agnès or Elaine. After that, the Alba District, Old Town, and the movie theaters will become accessible. Activity points are used to attend festival activities with other party members. 4 SPGs and connection events are also available. You can end free time from the travel menu once 2 or more semi-required 4 SPGs have been completed. Characters can be swapped out at any time via the L2 shortcut menu. Aramis Academy Festival. At the festival, you can invite your friends to enjoy 4 different types of events. No hang gliding this time. Activities that can be played will be marked with a orange mark. You can play as long as you have points available.
Volunteers
have
from the
16
sports clubs
points?
have set up some food stalls in the courtyard.
Oh my god.
As well as a one-on-one
I never thought the day would come when you'd finally make good on your promise.
Hey, it's not like I'm trying to make it up to you or anything. But you know, I just figured I'd escort the former student council vice president around.
Well, that's very kind of you, former general affairs manager and resident jack of all trades.
I am being drawn to one side in amongst all of this. I hope that exists. Green Hackers, related books of Calvard Revolution, Exposition d'Art. Salon de Aramis didn't really work on their sign very well, did they? 7 hearts. Oh no, a tea house festival. I can't remember the pointers. Well, I hope there's a quiz, because those would be one of the better things in trails, to be totally honest with you. I'm going to exit through this door first of all. Let's have a look. So the Orbit District is completely open to view. There's a key event out there as well. Hey, Mario.
Our festival was a busy affair in its own right, but it looks like theirs is even more so. I have to wonder if they're managing all right.
Trust me, the current student council crew knows what they're doing. I wouldn't worry.
All right, let's talk about this. Oh, I left. I still haven't checked out all the booths at the festival. Now, I'm pretty much just an advisor in name only, but I should probably see how well they came together, so I can't actually leave the school grounds first. I wanted to look at the side, if you get me. Can I... Oh, I can't see it from here. Because that sign is an important... Mark can't see it at all. It's an important marker in worrying about font choice.
Enjoy the festival.
Legibility. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, that looks more like poo to me than 1209. I don't know why it does. It's just because of the font choice and the way the 2, like, obviously is next to the 1. It looks more like a weirdly accented P. But yes, you'd have thought, maybe, just maybe, when they were putting that together, they went, doesn't this look like... But obviously not. Can't win them all, I guess. Font choice is important. Even if it is what you're writing it is, 1209. You've got to make sure it cannot be misconstrued for anything else. Let's begin talking then. We'll start with outside the front. The teachers are chatting. Doing rounds with you sounds exhausting. While the feeling's certainly mutual, unfortunately this is one of our expected duties as teachers. Why don't we start with the terminal room first? I see you're still a techno geek. Shouldn't we be going for efficiency here? I say we start with the music room. Says the audiophile. Fine, let's just decide with rock, paper, scissors. Alright, a simple game of statistics. I won't lose. Oh my god.
Alrighty.
They're in love, really. We get that's what they're aiming at, probably. The Aramis Academy Festival is finally here. You know, I heard you and your team were acting as advisors this year. Want to give us a word or two on how preparations went? Nah, not really my style. I mean, yeah, we gave some advice here and there, but this was a student-led project at the end of the day. We're not the ones that should be in the spotlight. Yeah, I guess you've got a point. Still, it's too bad I was hoping to get an interview with you for once. Well, no matter, I'll just have to ask the students about what working with you was like. You're like a treasure trove of material for me, you know? Especially with all the stuff you've gone through. But anyway, I'm glad everyone was able to get the festival set up. Those 3 days. Our beliefs, our actions. I see now that the news can be used to manipulate people's perceptions of the world. It's really made me aware of how much responsibility journalists hold, now more than ever. What are you talking about here, Maria? Are you talking about the game, or are you talking about... Well, sounds like you've done some maturing lately. Come to think of it, Marielle still has her memories intact, doesn't she? Anyway, did that make me sound respectable, or what? We should probably put that stuff aside for the moment, though. I mean, today is supposed to be about the festival. I'll make sure I get interviews with anyone and everyone. We'll be rooting for you. There's all kinds of famous people here today. I should try to get some interviews with them too. Alright, time to head into the fray. Hey. I need to see the culmination of all my son's hard work. I know he told us not to come, but as a parent, I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm so excited to see what kind of performance he's in. No matter how much we asked at home, he'd never tell us. That's what we had to come see for ourselves. He got to join very late and perform. Oh no, someone else has clapping issues. This position's perfect. Now I can be on the lookout for all the cute girls that come to the festival. Let's knock this guy out. Although I intend to favor guests, of course. The school festival only happens once a year, so that means we need to do our best to give everyone a good experience.
Anything strike your fancy?
A festival Frankfurter. Fill my mouth with it.
Thanks.
I made that transaction awkward. No, Nadia's on greeter duty. It's time for you to fess up, Daddy. Albert's just a childhood friend, I swear. Well, you sure seem to pay a lot of attention to someone who's just a childhood friend. That's because he's such a handful. I mean, he's like a little brother to me more than anything. And anyway, you can see it too, right? Albert's feelings for... Yeah, but let's be real for a second. Those two are never going to happen. So ruthless. Anyway, I probably won't be at Aramis when he gets rejected, so that means you're the only one left to comfort him, Teddy. And I definitely will, but don't you think it's a little mean for us to be so blasé about it? Besides, I feel like I should be encouraging him right now. Of course, I'll be rooting for you and Swin too. You'll get him for sure, Nadia. Daddy, I love you. Sounds like they're getting pretty excited about something. How cute. I've received reports of a suspicious individual in the area. Escorting him to Operation Headquarters immediately. What are you doing? I'm patrolling. Gotta keep the streets clear of creepy old men. Hey. She looks the part, right? Especially with that armband. Are you in charge of operations? I'm sure you're doing a great job, Nadia. Your hair's going through your arm and your armband. This is an achievement. It's no big deal. I'm just jealous that you two get to go on a lovey-dovey date while I'm working. I want to go on a date with S. Oh, don't worry. I'll set something up for you guys later. I wouldn't necessarily call this a date. We're just making a few rounds to check on everything. You two are more stubborn than I thought. Well, anyway, it goes against my policy to fraternize with civilians, so I'll be getting back to work. Catch you later. Agnès' rival is Beauty's Blade, huh? Oh, it's really not looking good for her. I mean, these two seem like such a good match. Also, the age. That's the issue. No, Agnès has youth and vigor on her side. Okay. Plus, was there something you needed? LA's like, youth and vigor? I'll show you. No, it's nothing. I hope you enjoy the festival. Time to cut off some buds before they bloom. Okay, I know what I just said, but I'm super curious. Tell me where you two went, please. I'll need it for the future. Just get back to work already. Right then, let's go into the back of the school, maybe. Around the back of the sheds is the usual place.